It's been nearly 10 years since the release of Skyrim, and Bethesda have opted to release the Skyrim Happy Birthday Edition. I'm starting to think that Bethesda are growing more and more concerned that arguably their greatest ever game to date is starting to get a little old now, and they're just outright refusing to admit defeat and accept that from a marketing point of view, the game has simply ran its course.
Why, God, why? We had a deal. Let the others grow old, not me.
With many gamers, myself included, completely agreeing with them that this game is far from dead, they may have gone one step too far with this release, because the Happy Birthday Edition is following a ridiculously sized list of previous releases. Skyrim on the Xbox 360, Skyrim on PS3, Skyrim on PC, then the Skyrim Legendary Edition containing all the DLC on 360, PS3 and PC. Then came the Elder Scrolls Anthology, a box set of all Bethesda's Elder Scrolls games, and of course, Skyrim. Then came the Skyrim Special Edition on Xbox One, PS4 and PC, and all the DLC and a fresh lick of paint to improve it visually and technically. Bethesda then released the Special Edition version on the Nintendo Switch and for VR, and finally Bethesda came pretty self-aware and thought, you know what, this is hilarious, shall we see if we can take the absolute piss one more time? How's about we release the Skyrim Very Special Edition, which runs impeccably on the beastly machine, the Amazon Alexa.
You have 7% health left.
Oh shit, I drink a health potion.
You are out of health potions.
How many wheels of cheese do I have left?
473.
Okay, I eat all the cheese. I eat all of the cheese.
Even though that last one was sort of released in jest, this anniversary edition certainly doesn't seem like a joke, and Bethesda want you to take this seriously. So what's included? I understand that Bethesda want to celebrate the monstrous popularity of a game that's approaching 10 years old, but what seems to be the biggest and most hyped addition to this edition is fishing. Yep, fishing. Now, I imagine every single meeting at the Bethesda HQ is ran by Todd Howard himself, because of course it is, that's just how my brain wants to imagine it. So it must have been Todd and the other two Bethesda employees that clearly are still the only individuals outside of the modding community that are dedicated to the future of Skyrim, and they've obviously been extremely busy planning to take Skyrim to an even deeper level of immersion.
Fishing! Fishing!
Hi, how are you?
Fishing!
No longer do we need to plunge into the fresh waters to catch some salmon with our bare hands. There's even new fishing related quests to tackle, and if that's not enough bait for you, then there'll even be some new fishies to catch. We even saw a little glimpse of a new fish type called the pogfish. Now, I don't know about you, but going off some of the other wildly imaginative creature creations we've seen already in Skyrim, I'm really looking forward to finding some peace and tranquility as I patiently bide my time at the river's edge in the hope of proudly flaunting my prize-winning catch of whatever wondrously peculiar fish I'm able to bait out of the water. Now, the other big hook Bethesda are including in the Anniversary Edition is the inclusion of 500 pieces of content from their very own Creation Club. For those who don't know, the Creation Club is basically Bethesda's microtransaction marketplace for officially approved mods. It's still unknown what the price of the Anniversary Edition will be as a standalone purchase, because it includes the base Special Edition version of the game already, so there's likely to be a few price variants for people who've never played Skyrim and want to jump in for the first time with the Anniversary Edition, and then there's the people who already own the Special Edition and just want the new content from the Anniversary Edition, which will be optional and available to buy separately to add to the base game you already own. There's also 3 free pieces of content that everyone can add, which is the already mentioned new invigorating and exciting fishing mechanic. Then there's the survival mode, which adds some basic survival elements to the game, and then there's the quest line from the Saints and Seducers creation, which is far from a DLC sized addition, but a few hours of content at least. Apart from the fishing, these have been available to buy for some time already, but next-gen console owners of the Special Edition will also receive a free upgrade to an enhanced version of the game for free, which likely won't be a huge leap graphically, but hopefully it'll show off some minor improvements, though nothing has officially been confirmed yet. Now there's this other category of people that already own Skyrim, those that have modded the crap out of their game with huge amounts of mods, and this can't be achieved without using the Skyrim script extender tool. Now once the Anniversary Edition update goes live, this will break the code written into the Skyrim script extender and therefore break hundreds and hundreds of mods to go with it. I've currently got about 150 mods loaded myself, which is nothing compared to some, so of course the announcement of another Skyrim edition releasing did cause me to fend off some small concerns, but nothing more than a minor inconvenience.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Now for those who are currently shitting their pants, you need to make the choice of keeping your old modded Skyrim by blocking the update, or accept losing all of your current mods, or most of them at least, and opt to have the Anniversary Edition alongside the Creation Club content instead. As of right now and for the foreseeable future, you can't have both. The Creation Club has some fairly decent stuff, but it's nothing compared to the Wild West modding community with some game-changing and DLC-sized mods, so for me it was just a no-brainer. If you're not sure how to prevent your Skyrim game from automatically updating, which it will once the Anniversary Edition goes live, then I've included a link to Gopher's page, whose modding tutorials and channel on the whole is incredible, and he's once again made it very simple to understand what to do to keep your game from breaking, because after this update, it will break. I've also included a link to the Reddit post from the developer of the script extender, who also explains what to do to prevent the update. But in a nutshell though, you'll need to head to your Steam library, right click on Skyrim, then Properties, then Updates, and make sure you've selected Only Update this game when I launch it. Then make sure to back up the Skyrim executable, as well as a few of the necessary BSA files, which ones exactly can be found in the links I've provided below. Once you've backed these up, make sure you only launch the game from your script extender and never through Steam, and also make sure Steam is already open before doing this, because if not, it will automatically open the original Skyrim launcher, which could force the update. I'd love to hear more about your plans with this Anniversary Edition release. If you've never played Skyrim before, then I couldn't be more jealous of what you're about to experience, being one of the most encompassing and emotively packed experiences I have and probably ever will play. Have you been completely buggered by this update, and do you need to protect your modded 3,000 hour playthrough from breaking entirely? Or are you a true vanilla player and you can't wait to get the new official content, giving you another reason to jump back into Skyrim, as if you even needed one? I do think this update will benefit the PlayStation Skyrim players the most though, seeing as those mods weren't exactly welcomed onto the PlayStation platform as easily as they were on Xbox and PC. One thing's for certain though, the foundation of Skyrim will still ultimately be the same. The same game that has stolen thousands of hours from my life, distracting me and cheering me up after a bad day, and even enhancing the good days. It's provided endless entertainment with some incredibly well crafted and heartfelt designs to the ever expanding universe of Elder Scrolls, some groundbreaking RPG mechanics, and of course some deeply immersive character design that's applied to just over 2,200 NPCs that all sound rather suspiciously similar to one another, thanks to having only 3 voice actors read the lines for these 2,000 plus NPCs. It's actually 70, but that's not as funny. In fact, before I shoot off, here in Les and Moz, we're always providing you guys with exclusive behind the scenes footage, and here we have an actual archived tape of Todd Howard, who is again running the meeting as he always does, and this time it's a rather confusing rehearsal for one of the 3 voice actors on Skyrim.
I use different voices.
Different what? Different voices?
Different voices.
Show me. Show me the voices, come on.
And one of them's... Well, it's my voice.
Right.
Can I have 12 bottles of bleach, please?
Yeah, I know what that sounds like. Give me another one.
IRA voice.
IRA voice? Why do you want to do a terrorist voice? You'll get us nicked.
I'll be disguised then, won't I?
Yeah, but as a terrorist. Let's hear the voice.
Can I have 12 bottles of bleach, please? And then I got one like this as well. Can I have 12 bottles of bleach, please?
What's that?
It's a woman's voice.
You got a beard.
I covered it.
You covered your beard?
Yeah.
How? Right. So why has she got her hands on her face?
Because she's got a beard.
Peace out.